Ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you something. There will always be people who tell you you can't do it. They'll look at you and say, you're not good enough, or you don't have what it takes. They will try to box you in, to limit your potential. But let me tell you right now, those people are wrong. You see, every time someone doubts you, every time they tell you no, you've got a choice. You can either listen to them, take their words as your reality, and accept defeat, or you can do what the greats do, prove them wrong. You can turn their doubt into your fuel, their negativity into your drive. The key is resilience. This is where the true test happens. Life won't be easy. It's not supposed to be. If it were easy, everyone would do it. But I'm telling you right now, the road to success is never a straight line. It's full of bumps. It's full of setbacks. And it's full of people who say you can't make it. But every obstacle you face, every time someone tries to push you down, you need to push back harder. That's how you build real strengths. That's how you turn struggle into triumph. When people doubt you, when they say you can't, that's when you got to show up even stronger, get up earlier, work longer, sweat more. And then when it's all said and done, when you've reached your goal, you'll have the last laugh. Not because you proved them wrong, but because you proved to yourself what you were capable of. You showed yourself that you're tougher than they ever thought, that you have more drive, more heart, more grit than they could ever understand. You don't need to go out and shout at the world, I told you so. Your actions will speak louder than words ever will. Your success, your victory, your rise above it all, that's the proof. That's the best revenge. So don't let anyone tell you it's impossible. Don't let their words become your reality. You've got what it takes to show the world just how wrong they were. But remember, it's not about them, it's about you. It's about finding the strength inside you to do things that others said couldn't be done. So the next time someone tells you you can't do it, you stand tall, you look them in the eye, and you say, watch me. When people tell you that you can't do something, it's not just a simple statement, it's a challenge. It's a challenge that tests your resolve, your determination, and your belief in yourself. The voices of doubt, whether they come from others or from within yourself, are not obstacles meant to stop you. They are opportunities disguised as barriers to push you further than you ever thought possible. The world is full of people who will tell you that you're not good enough. They'll tell you that you don't have the talent, the intelligence, or the drive to achieve your dreams. They'll tell you it's too difficult, too risky, or too out of reach. And if you listen to them, if you allow their doubts to become your truth, you'll never know what you could have achieved. But here's the thing, those who doubt you are not your problem. The real challenge lies in how you respond to those doubts. Do you let their negativity take root in your mind, or do you transform that doubt into your motivation to push forward? The moment you understand that those who doubt you do not define you is the moment you take control of your destiny. The power to prove them wrong is in your hands. And it starts with rejecting the idea that their opinions matter more than your belief in yourself. Let me be clear, doubt is a part of life. Everyone experiences it. We all have moments when we question our abilities, when we wonder if we have what it takes to succeed. It's part of being human. But it's not the doubt itself that determines your future. It's how you handle it. It's how you channel that fear, that uncertainty, and use it as fuel to propel you forward. When someone says you can't, they are only reflecting their own limitation. They are projecting their fears onto you, and that's not something you have to accept. Think about it. Every person who has achieved anything great in this world has faced doubt. They've faced rejection. They've faced ridicule. But they didn't allow those doubts to control their actions. Instead, they used it as motivation to keep going. It's not about ignoring the doubt, but about using it as a tool to sharpen your focus and increase your drive. Every no that you hear should light a fire inside you, a fire that tells you that you'll show the world what you're capable of, despite what they think of you. It's easy to listen to the voices that tell you to give up. It's easy to let those voices convince you that success is only for the lucky few, or that you don't have the right circumstances, the right background, or the right resources to make it happen. But those voices are nothing more than limitations that exist in your mind. The truth is, no one has the right to tell you what you can or cannot do, not your family, not your friends, not society, and certainly not strangers who don't know your heart, your vision, or your true potential. The people who tell you that you can't do something often do so because of their own fears. They don't want to see you succeed because it makes them uncomfortable. It forces them to confront their own inadequacies or failures. They'd rather keep you where you are because it keeps them in a place where they feel secure. But their insecurity is not your problem. You must understand that their doubts are a reflection of their own limitations, not yours. When you set out to achieve something extraordinary, you must be prepared for resistance. Resistance can come in many forms: external criticism, internal self-doubt, or even the challenge of navigating your own fears. It doesn't matter how big or small your goal is, there will always be someone somewhere telling you that it can't be done. It could be a family member who doesn't understand your dreams, a colleague who undermines your efforts, or a stranger who thinks they know what's best for you. Their doubt is their own burden, but how you respond to it will shape your future. The first step in proving them wrong is realizing that doubt is often rooted in ignorance. The people who doubt you don't know your journey. They don't know the passion you carry inside, the work you're willing to put in, the sacrifices you're ready to make. They only see what's in front of them. And from their limited perspective, it may seem impossible. But what they fail to understand is that greatness isn't achieved by playing it safe or by listening to the voices of doubt. Greatness is achieved by those who dare to step outside the boundaries, to take risks, and to believe in something greater than what others can see. Every time someone tells you that you can't do something, it's a reminder that they haven't seen what you're capable of yet. They haven't seen the fire inside you, the determination, the relentless work ethic, and the unwavering belief that you can make it. The people who doubt you are only seeing a snapshot of your journey, not the full picture. They don't know what you've overcome. They don't see the sacrifices, the sleepless nights, or the moments when you pushed through adversity when everyone else would have given up. You have to believe in yourself even when others don't. You have to trust in your vision even when no one else can see it. And the more they doubt you, the harder you work to prove them wrong. You turn their negativity into the fuel for your fire, and you let your success speak louder than any word they could say. But here's the key. It's not about proving them wrong to make them feel bad. It's not about revenge or holding a grudge. The goal is not to use their doubt as a way to one-up them or show them that they were wrong. No, the real victory comes when you prove to yourself what you're capable of. The real success is knowing that you didn't let their doubts shape your destiny. You didn't let their limitations hold you back. You kept going, you kept pushing, and you achieved what they said you couldn't. So, you did it. People who doubt you are not the ones who will carry your burden. They are not the ones who will walk through the fire with you. They are not the ones who will stand beside you when the going gets tough. Only you can do that. Only you have the power to shape your future, and it starts with how you respond to doubt. The moment you stop allowing other people's opinions to control your life, you take back your power. The moment you stop asking for permission to be great, you open the door to limitless possibility. And let me be clear, proving them wrong doesn't mean you're doing it for their approval. It means you're doing it for you. You're proving to yourself that you have the strength to rise above the negativity and to push through the barriers. You're proving that no matter what anyone says, you are the master of your own fate, the architect of your own destiny. There's a power that comes with proving others wrong. It's not about showing them they were wrong in the way you think. It's about showing yourself that you can rise above what others expect of you. It's about breaking free from the constraints they try to put on you and unleashing your full potential. It's about breaking out of the box they try to put you in and creating a new reality, one that you own, one that you control. When you face doubt, when you face negativity, remember that those voices are not obstacles. They are opportunities to show the world, and most importantly, to show yourself, that you are capable of achieving things that others never imagined possible. So the next time someone tells you that you can't do something, don't get angry. Don't try to change their mind. Just smile, keep your head up high, and get to work. Prove them wrong, not because you need their approval, but because you know deep down that you have what it takes to rise above and conquer whatever challenges come your way. When you set out to prove them wrong, it's not just about achieving success. It's about building an unwavering sense of resilience. Resilience is the backbone of any successful journey. It's the ability to endure, to withstand the hardships, to keep going when everything seems to be falling apart around you. It's easy to be enthusiastic and full of energy when everything is going right, when the path is smooth and the wind is at your back. But true strength is built when you face challenges head on, when the obstacles seem insurmountable, and when doubt starts creeping in, not just from others, but from deep within yourself. Resilience is not a quality that comes naturally to most people. It's something that has to be developed, honed, and tested over time. It's about learning how to embrace failure, how to face setbacks without letting them define your future. There is a common misconception that successful people are just naturally gifted, that they are somehow immune to hardship or failure. The truth is, they are not. They simply refuse to let adversity break them. They have learned to embrace the struggle, to find strength in their pain, and to rise stronger every time life knocks them down. In the beginning, when you start chasing your dreams, everything seems so promising. You have this vision, this passion, and this drive to make something extraordinary happen, but soon enough reality sets in. Things don't go according to plan. You face setbacks, you face rejection, you face failure. And then you begin to ask yourself, why am I doing this? Is it even worth it? Maybe they were right. Maybe I can't do it. It's at this moment, this crucial moment, when the difference between success and failure is determined. It's not about how much you know or how talented you are. It's about how you respond to those moments when everything feels impossible. Will you let doubt and fear dictate your next move? Or will you summon the resilience to push through? Resilience is about refusing to give up no matter how many times you fall. It's the ability to get back up when the world seems to be against you. It's the courage to keep fighting, to keep working toward your goals, even when every part of you is screaming to give up. You see, failure is not the opposite of success. It's part of the process. Every successful person, every person who has ever achieved anything worthwhile, has encountered failure along the way. The key is not to avoid failure, but to embrace it. Failure teaches you lessons. It shows you where you need to improve, where you've gone wrong, and where you need to grow. But it's not just about bouncing back after failure. Resilience is also about maintaining a positive mindset in the face of adversity. It's easy to stay positive when things are going well, when everything is flowing smoothly. But when you're faced with challenges, when you're struggling to keep moving forward, that's when your mindset will be tested. It's easy to fall into the trap of negativity, to listen to the voices telling you that you're not good enough or that your dream is too big. But resilient people don't let those voices control them. Instead, they choose to focus on the possibilities, on what they can do to improve, on the steps they can take to keep moving forward. They understand that their mindset is one of their greatest assets, and they cultivate it with intention. One of the most powerful aspects of resilience is the ability to learn from setbacks. It's easy to look at failure as a sign that you're not meant to succeed, but resilient people see failure as an opportunity for growth. Every time they face a setback, they ask themselves, what can I learn from this? What did I miss? What can I do better next time? This mindset shifts the entire narrative around failure. Instead of seeing it as a roadblock, you begin to see it as a stepping stone toward your ultimate goal. When you develop this kind of mindset, you start to see every challenge, every obstacle as a chance to get better, to become stronger, and to move closer to your goal. Another essential aspect of resilience is the ability to stay committed to your vision, even when the road gets tough. There will be times when you want to quit, when you want to throw in the towel and walk away. There will be days when it feels like nothing is going right, when all your efforts seem to be in vain. But resilient people don't quit. They stay committed to their vision. They keep working even when they don't see immediate results. They understand that success is not always instant. Sometimes it takes years of hard work, sacrifice, and persistence. But they are willing to do whatever it takes to reach their destination. To build resilience, you must first embrace the discomfort that comes with growth. Growth doesn't happen in comfort zones. It happens when you push yourself beyond what you thought was possible, when you face challenges head on, and when you learn how to adapt and persevere in the face of adversity. Resilience is about constantly evolving, constantly improving, and constantly becoming a better version of yourself. It's about not letting failures define you, but using them to fuel your drive and ambition. But it's not just about personal strength. Resilience also involves building a support system around you. People who believe in you, who will lift you up when you're feeling down, and who will encourage you to keep going when you feel like giving up. Having a strong network of people who support your vision can make all the difference when you're facing challenges. These are the people who will remind you of your strength, who will offer advice when you're stuck, and who will help you see the bigger picture when it feels like everything is falling apart. Surrounding yourself with positive, like-minded individuals is crucial to maintaining your resilience. Furthermore, building resilience requires a level of self-awareness. You need to know yourself well enough to recognize when you're pushing yourself too hard, when you're about to burn out, and when you need to take a step back to recharge. Resilience doesn't mean pushing yourself to the point of exhaustion or ignoring your mental health. It means knowing when to take a break, when to reevaluate your strategy, and when to seek help if needed. It's about pacing yourself and understanding that success is not a sprint, but a marathon. Resilience is about enduring through the long haul, staying focused on the end goal, and taking care of yourself along the way. One of the most powerful ways to build resilience is by setting small, achievable goals. When you're facing big challenges, it's easy to get overwhelmed by the enormity of the task ahead. But when you break it down into smaller, manageable steps, you can make steady progress toward your goal without feeling like you're drowning in the process. Each small victory, each small goal you achieve adds to your sense of accomplishment and strengthens your resolve to keep going. These incremental successes help you build momentum, and they give you the confidence to tackle the next challenge with a renewed sense of purpose. Resilience also involves developing an unwavering belief in your own abilities. It's about knowing deep down that you have what it takes to achieve your dreams. When you believe in yourself, when you trust that you have the strength, intelligence, and determination to succeed, nothing can shake you. The challenges will come, the setbacks will happen, but you will remain unshaken. Your belief in yourself will be your anchor, and it will carry you through the toughest of times. To be truly resilient, you must also learn to celebrate the small wins along the way. Too often we get caught up in the big picture and forget to appreciate the progress we've made. Resilience is about acknowledging the effort, the persistence, and the growth that happens every single day. Every time you get back up after a fall, every time you keep going, even when it seems impossible, you are building resilience. And that resilience will become your greatest asset as you continue to prove them wrong. Success is often seen as the ultimate proof of one's abilities, the culmination of hard work, perseverance, and dedication. But there is something deeper, something more profound that comes with achieving success. It is not about gloating or seeking revenge, but about showing yourself in the world that you have the strength and determination to overcome obstacles. The truth is that success is the best form of revenge. Not because it's about showing others they were wrong, but because it's about proving to yourself that you can rise above the doubt, the naysayers, and the limitations others tried to impose on you. Success, in this sense, becomes more than just an achievement. It becomes a statement of your resilience, your capability, and your refusal to let anyone define your worth or your potential. When you embark on a journey to prove others wrong, it's easy to get consumed by the idea that you need to demonstrate your worth to the people who doubted you. You want to show them that they were mistaken in their judgment of your abilities. However, the deeper truth is that success isn't really about proving anyone else wrong. It's about proving something much more significant, that you can do what you set out to do despite the obstacles, despite the negative voices, and despite the countless reasons you could have given up. The moment you reach your goal, when you accomplish what others thought was impossible, you're not just proving them wrong, you're proving yourself right. You're confirming to yourself that you were right to believe in your potential, that your hard work and dedication were worth every sacrifice. And that is where the true power of success lies. When people tell you that you can't do something, they often don't understand the full scope of what it takes to reach that goal. They don't see the behind-the-scenes effort, the sleepless nights, the missed opportunities, the countless hours spent honing your craft. They only see the final product, the outward display of success. And that's what makes success so powerful. It's not just the achievement itself that's important. It's everything you've endured and accomplished along the way. The challenges, the failures, the sacrifices, all of these pieces make up the journey toward success. When you reach that goal, it's a reflection of your persistence, your resilience, and your ability to overcome adversity. It's not about getting back at anyone or rubbing your success in their faces. It's about acknowledging the strength within yourself that made it possible. Your success is a testament to your journey, and that is what should matter most. Success becomes the ultimate form of revenge when you realize that it is not the opinions of others that should drive you. In fact, the best way to handle negativity is not to focus on it at all. Success is your way of showing the world, but more importantly, showing yourself that you were never limited by others' perceptions of what you could achieve. There's a certain power that comes with reaching the highest point of your potential, and that power is rooted in self-belief. When you believe in your own abilities, the doubts and judgments of others become irrelevant, you know that the true measure of your success is not in the validation of others, but in your own journey and the obstacles you've overcome. The moment you let go of the need for external approval, you start to experience freedom. Success at that point becomes a natural byproduct of your focus, your effort, and your commitment to doing what you set out to do. And it's important to note that success doesn't always come in the form of public recognition or fame. Many people think that success is only validated by external accolades, awards, or the approval of others. But the real essence of success is internal. It's the feeling of accomplishment when you know you've given your all, when you've pushed through the hardest moments, and when you've reached a place of growth that you never thought possible. Success is not necessarily about making others notice you. It's about noticing how far you've come and recognizing the growth you've achieved. The real victory is not the applause from others, but the quiet sense of pride you feel in your own heart when you realize that you've overcome the challenges that once seemed insurmountable. In many ways, success is a form of self-liberation. It liberates you from the constraints that others have tried to place on you, whether they are limitations of your potential or the judgments of your abilities. It shows you that you are capable of achieving greatness regardless of what anyone else may think. Success helps you break free from the mold that others try to put you in, and it allows you to create your own path, one that reflects your true potential and your commitment to pushing past your own limitations. The satisfaction that comes from success is not rooted in revenge. It's rooted in the realization that you were always capable of more than you thought, that you had the strength to keep going, and that you could rise above whatever was thrown in your way. One of the most powerful things about success is that it doesn't need to be loud or flashy. It doesn't need to be shouted from the rooftops for everyone to see. True success is often quiet, internal, and personal. It's a deep knowing that you've achieved what others said you couldn't. It's the understanding that you've done the work, stayed committed, and fought through adversity, even when everyone else doubted you. There's no need to boast or rub it in anyone's face, because your success is already the proof. When you accomplish something significant, it speaks for itself. The joy and pride that comes from success is something you carry with you, and it's yours alone. You don't need anyone else to validate your achievement. The satisfaction comes from the journey itself. Furthermore, success is a reflection of your own growth and development. It shows that you've learned, adapted, and evolved along the way. The person you were at the start of your journey is not the same person who stands at the finish line. You have changed, you have grown, and you have developed into someone who is capable of achieving great things. Success is not just about what you accomplish. It's about who you become in the process. The journey transforms you into a stronger, more capable version of yourself. And that transformation is the real victory. Your success becomes the proof that you didn't just reach a goal. You became the person who was worthy of that goal. And that, more than anything else, is what matters. Success also brings with it a sense of peace and contentment. When you've worked hard, when you've faced challenges head-on, and when you've given your all to something, there's a sense of peace that comes with knowing you've done your best. That peace is not dependent on opinions of others. It's not about being better than anyone else or getting revenge for all the times people doubted you. It's about the internal fulfillment that comes from achieving your goals and knowing that you stay true to yourself throughout the process. When you experience success, it's not about silencing the voices of doubt. It's about quieting the doubts within yourself. Success allows you to reach a place where you are no longer dependent on others' perceptions of your worth. You've proven to yourself that you are capable, that you are strong, and that you can do whatever you set your mind to. When all is said and done, success is not about seeking revenge on those who doubted you. It's about honoring your own journey, recognizing the struggles you overcame, and understanding that you are the author of your own story. The moment you embrace that, you realize that success is not a battle with others. It's a triumph over your own doubts, your own limitations, and your own fears. It's about proving to yourself that you are stronger than you ever thought possible. And that is the most powerful form of revenge you can ever have.